tell me about this
दफ्तर
guy?
के अंदर क्या क्या बातें की हैं?
एक गंभीर आरोप है माननीय अध्यक्ष जी। पब्लिक सर
हम
सर जो
आपके
पब्लिक
दफ्तर
डोमेन
में
में है,
जाते हैं।
इन्होंने जो लेटर दिया है और
आपको
प्रश्न किया है,
Arguments. Just the word makes you cringe, right? Like nails on a chalkboard. Or your aunt's fruitcake at Christmas. We think of shouting matches, hurt feelings, and awkward silences. But hold up. What if I told you arguments can be good, even fun? Stay with me. See, we've got arguments all wrong. They're not about winning, crushing your opponent, or proving you're right, even when you totally are, obviously. A real argument is a dance, a conversation with a purpose. It's about understanding, learning, and maybe even changing your mind. Ready to learn the steps? Let's face it, we've all been there. That heated debate where you're so busy defending your point, you miss what the other person is saying. You're not alone. We often see arguments as battles. Someone wins, someone loses. This me versus you thinking is a trap. It turns a conversation into a confrontation. Instead, imagine this. You and I disagree about something. Instead of yelling, we get curious, we ask questions, we actually listen to each other's perspectives. Radical, right? But that's how we ditch the drama and have a productive conversation. Remember that game you played as a kid, where you whisper a phrase around a circle? It starts off simple, but as it goes from one person to the next, the message gets distorted. By the end, the message is totally messed up. Everyone laughs at how different the final message is from the original. Arguments can be like that too. If we don't listen carefully, the original point can get lost. Active listening is key to understanding and effective communication. It's not just about waiting for your turn to talk. It's about engaging with the speaker and truly processing what they're saying. It's about really hearing what the other person is saying. This means focusing on their words, not just planning your response. Pay attention to their words, their tone, their body language. These non-verbal cues can tell you a lot about their true feelings and intentions. Put yourself in their shoes. Imagine how they feel and why they might hold their particular viewpoint. Try to understand their perspective, even if you don't agree with it. This doesn't mean you have to change your mind, but it helps in creating a respectful dialogue. Think of it like this. You wouldn't want someone to judge your favorite movie without watching it, right? They need to see the whole story to understand why you love it. Give the other person the same courtesy. Listen to their whole story before forming an opinion. Listen with an open mind. Be willing to consider new information and perspectives. This is the foundation of productive and respectful debates. In a debate club, this skill is invaluable. It allows for a deeper understanding of the topic and helps in crafting more compelling arguments. Take notes if you need to. This can help you remember key points and show the speaker that you value their input. Remember, the goal of a debate isn't to win, but to learn and grow. Respectful listening is the first step towards that goal. So next time you're in a debate, remember the first rule: listen up. It's the key to a meaningful and enriching discussion. Ever argue with someone and feel like you're speaking different languages? Like you're arguing about apples and they're talking about oranges? Here's the thing. Disagreements often stem from hidden assumptions, different values, or even just varying life experiences. We all see the world through our own unique lenses. So, before you jump into a debate, take a moment to understand where the other person is coming from. What are their underlying beliefs? What experiences have shaped their perspective? Once you understand their why, the conversation becomes a lot clearer. It's like putting on a pair of glasses and finally seeing the world through their eyes. Section 5. Fighting Fair. Responding with Finesse. In this section, we will explore the art of responding thoughtfully and respectfully in conversations, especially when disagreements arise. Okay, so you've listened, you've empathized, but you still disagree. It's a common scenario, and it's important to handle it with care. Time to unleash your inner debate champion, right? Not so fast. While it might be tempting to go all out and prove your point, there's a more effective way to handle disagreements. Responding effectively isn't about delivering a knockout punch. It's not about overpowering the other person with your arguments. It's about engaging with the other person's ideas in a thoughtful and respectful way. This means acknowledging their perspective and finding common ground. One way to do this is by using different types of appeals. These appeals can help you connect with the other person on various levels. Appeal to logic with facts and evidence. Presenting clear and well-researched information can help make your case stronger and more convincing. Appeal to emotion with stories and personal experiences. Sharing a personal story or an emotional experience can create a deeper connection and make your argument more relatable. And appeal to credibility by being honest, transparent, and, well, credible. Your integrity and trustworthiness can significantly influence how your message is received. Remember, the goal is not to win the argument, but to have a productive conversation that moves the discussion forward. It's about building understanding and finding solutions together. By focusing on these principles, you can turn a potential conflict into an opportunity for growth and collaboration. It's about creating a space where everyone feels heard and respected. So next time you find yourself in a disagreement, remember to respond with finesse. Listen, empathize, and engage thoughtfully. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. With these strategies, you can navigate disagreements with grace and turn them into meaningful conversations that strengthen your relationships and lead to better outcomes for everyone involved. Section 6. Wisdom beats brains, most of the time. You know that person who can recite every fact in the encyclopedia but can't hold a decent conversation? Yeah, intelligence alone doesn't cut it in a debate. Wisdom, my friends, is the secret sauce. It's about using your knowledge, experience, and empathy to navigate complex situations. It's about knowing when to speak up, when to listen, and when to agree to disagree. Think of it like this. Intelligence is knowing that tomatoes are technically fruits. Wisdom is knowing not to put them in a fruit salad. Section 7. RISA Framework for constructive arguments. Okay, enough theory. Let's get practical. Introducing RISA, your new secret weapon for constructive arguments. Restate. Start by summarizing the other person's point. This shows you're listening and helps avoid misunderstandings. Inquire. Ask clarifying questions to dig deeper and understand their perspective. Suggest. Offer your own viewpoint, supported by evidence and reasoning. Agree. Find common ground, even if it's just agreeing to disagree. RISA provides a clear structure for navigating disagreements respectfully and productively. It's like having a GPS for your conversations. Section 8. When RISA hits a wall, navigating uncompromising situations. RISA is great and all, but let's be real. Not every disagreement ends with a hug and a shared plate of cookies. Sometimes you encounter people who are set in their ways, unwilling to listen, or just plain unreasonable. In these cases, it's important to recognize when to walk away. Remember, you can't control other people's behavior, but you can control your own. Don't waste your time and energy on arguments that are going nowhere. Sometimes, the most constructive thing you can do is disengage. Section 9. RISA in real life. From dinner debates to boardroom battles. RISA isn't just for heated political discussions or philosophical debates. It's a tool you can use in everyday conversations, from disagreements with your partner to negotiations at work. Imagine this. You and your significant other are arguing about where to go for dinner again. Instead of launching into a laundry list of past grievances, try RISA. Restate. So, you're saying you really want to try that new Italian place tonight? Inquire. Is it the ambiance you like, or are you craving pasta? Suggest. How about we compromise? We can try that new Thai place next week, which I know you've been wanting to try. Agree. Okay, Italian it is, but you're choosing the wine. Now, let's take this concept to the boardroom. Imagine you're in a heated business meeting, trying to decide on the direction of a new project. Instead of everyone talking over each other, use RISA to structure the conversation. Restate. So, you're suggesting we focus on the new market segment first? Inquire. What are the key benefits you see in this approach? Suggest. How about we allocate a small team to explore this market while continuing our current strategy? Agree. Let's move forward with this plan and review the progress in our next meeting. RISA can transform not just your professional life, but also your personal interactions. It helps in creating a more structured and empathetic way of communicating, ensuring that everyone's voice is heard. Whether it's a casual chat with friends or a serious discussion with family, RISA can make a difference. Imagine planning a vacation with friends. Instead of arguing over destinations, use RISA. Restate. So you're saying you really want to visit the mountains this year? Inquire. Is it the hiking trails you're excited about or the scenic views? Suggest. How about we spend a few days in the mountains and then head to the beach? Agree. That sounds like a great plan. By using RISA, you can turn potential conflicts into collaborative decisions, making every conversation more productive and enjoyable. So, whether it's dinner debates or boardroom battles, remember to use RISA for a smoother, more effective dialogue. Because every conversation matters.